Welcome back, everybody. So today I'm going to check out a new one to me, Innis Gunn Irish Whiskey Cask, Scottish Oatmeal Stout with notes of vanilla, coffee, and chocolate. Aged 51 days, 6.1% ABV. Paid $3.39 for this. Here's the can. I do have another one. I don't remember what it is, but at Megabev they had this one and another one, and I just picked up both. I want to say the other one has a gray instead of like a green down here. Best before, it looks like April of 25, so we're good. Let me get this sticker off. I don't know how long Megabev's been carrying these, but if you're a follower of the channel, I think back in November, maybe October, I said every time I go to Megabev or some store, I was going to try and pick up a beer that is not from the U.S. So, and I've been doing that. So let's go ahead and get this open, see how I like this one. Now, you could drink your stouts how you would like. Some people drink them warm, like some of the bigger ones. I won't even put them in the fridge. I'll just leave them out. Some I will put in the fridge, then I will save for my last review, so 30 to 40 minutes, sometimes 50 minutes to an hour. They've been sitting out. Sometimes I drink them straight out of the fridge. I do like my coffee cold. I usually get iced coffee wherever I go. So this one will be straight out of the fridge. Take it or leave it. Doesn't matter to me. You drink it how you want. So I would say this review is from being cold. Because here in lower Michigan, it's like 16 degrees, supposed to get down to, I think, like -4 by, in like 4 days, so by Thursday. And we do have bonfires outside. We drink stouts outside. They're going to stay cold. No rhyme or reason. They're just going to be cold. And I think I've said it in a couple of them. When we do have bonfire stuff like that, as long as there's snow on the ground, we just dump the 4-pack, 6-pack, 12-pack right out into the snow, and that's how we drink them. So this one does have a light chocolate colored head, pretty much all small bubbles from where I poured it. From that pour, about a half a finger of head. Color on this, I'm going to say black. It's a stout. Yeah, I don't need to put a light up to it. It's black how it should be, especially for 6.1. I think that's good for a stout. Imperial, I guess you could say it kind of an imperial stout, 7.5 and above, just like an IPA. It is what it is. Let's go ahead and smell. Some fruitiness, like darker fruits like cherry, plum coming off there. I am getting those roasted malts, those higher SRM, almost burnt ashy malts. They're not coming through a lot. It is a little sweeter. This is cask finished from what it says on here. I get the chocolate. Just heard a beep. I think my dog just turned the TV on. Yeah. I do get, I don't want to say a big, bold, like alcohol taste, but there's definitely something there from like a base oatmeal stout, something like that. Now, could I put my finger on that it was whiskey age, whiskey cask age? No, but there is something different because usually in an oatmeal stout, you're used to a little sweetness. There is a little sweetness here, but there's something extra in there. Even from your base higher SRM, I guess lower ABV stout, if any of that makes sense. But I am getting those dark fruits, like that cherry, that plum, come a little sweetness, those roasted malts, higher SRM, a little like burnt ashiness on there, then something a little extra. If I didn't know this was in a cask or anything whiskey, I don't know what I would say. This is something else in here is coming through. Do I get chocolate? Do I get vanilla? No. Do I get chocolate? Yes, coming from those malts. It's not like it's extra. And the same with the coffee. Let's go ahead and taste. I'm guessing those would come out more if this was warmer. Definitely kind of old school. Higher SRM malts, that black, dark, almost charred ashiness is coming through. The bitterness is also coming through for those malts. Yes, I get a little coffee. I get a little chocolate. I don't think I would say vanilla. It's almost, there's a little tinniness. I'm guessing that's coming from those burnt malts, those higher SRM, like those 500 SRM malts. I get more of like a burnt chocolate, burnt caramel in the aftertaste, but there's enough bitterness that it's not, overly sweet. There is some sweetness, like you would expect in an oatmeal stout coming through. Easy drinking, goes down. I think you get more of a chocolate sweetness up front in this one before that bitter ashiness charcoal kicks in. But yeah, I would say about quarter of the palate on back. It's more of an old school stout. That bitterness is there. In this case, I'm guessing it is coming from the grain. It's not coming from the hops. In this case, I really don't get ashy whiskey. I don't get a cask or like a wood finish on this one. I don't know how much it's really going to pull from that wood only being in there 51 days, right? Yeah. Yeah, I would say chocolate coffee in the back, more sweeter chocolate coffee, but that bitterness really kicks in and kind of takes a lot of that out. Maybe in the back also, I'm getting some of those darker fruits like that cherry, that plum in there. Maybe light tobacco in the middle where that bitterness really starts coming through in this one. But easy drinking, soft mouth feel, I'm guessing that's from the oats in this case. But yeah, overall, solid beer. I think the people that like the old school stouts will like this more. I'm going to go 4 out of 5. I think it's good. I would really want some more, maybe some of that whiskey, that cask, that oak, whatever they're using for that cask in there, just to come through a little bit more. But yeah, pretty good. Let's go ahead and check on tap, see what they're saying. So 17 of my friends have checked it in, 3.85 out of 5. Almost 34,000 people have checked this in, 3.82 out of 5. So I'm right there. Now this says it's 7.4%. This says 6.1. Rare oak cask. Smooth, dark, sweet, strong coffee. Now this is a bottle, not a can. These are all bottles. Is there a different version? Because on Untappd this says Irish whiskey finish. Let me go back. Okay, here's a whiskey cask. 6.1. Okay, so I had the wrong one. So scratch all that I just said. 6 of my friends have checked this in, 3.87 out of 5. 12,000 people have checked it in, 3.62. So most of the people don't like this one as well as that other one. But yeah, Irish whiskey cask, yeah. So I clicked on the wrong one. So dark whiskey, coffee, dry, grainy. Grainy, I can see. I did say a lot of ashiness, a lot of charcoal in there. I can see that. I don't think it's dry, and I don't think it should show whiskey. But that's just me. Super smooth, creamy. Yep, chocolate, very light, pleasant whiskey. Yeah, sure. Yeah. So 4.5. So yeah, it seems like most of my friends like it. I can't tell you how many beers they have or if that's their style, but like I said, I do enjoy an old school stout. So I think I would like this more than somebody maybe that are just discovering stouts. Something like that might be a little too much, but yeah, definitely worth picking it up and trying, especially for under $4. It's good. So if you enjoyed this review, check out some more over here. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring that bell, and I'll see you in the next one.